patriotic.
Hello everyone and welcome back to this episode 36 of my Ultimate Journey on Ultimate Team FIFA 13. And yeah, as you can see, I've got a new team, and if you want to see any of the prices I paid for any of them players, then pause the video at that point, because I'm not going to go back to it. But yeah, I made a French team anyway, because the French league team I made was pretty good, even though it was probably the cheapest team I've made yet. Yeah, and this is now like my 7th or 8th team, and it seems like I'm getting a team nearly every other episode now, but that's just the way I play, I guess. I like to change it up quite frequently. But yeah, I went into a match anyway after I showed off my team there, and I get put up against this guy, and he does manage to score the first goal with Heitinger. So you know, I was a bit like, oh great, well this match is going well, this team's looking good for me. And then he goes and scores again, bit of a lucky rebound goal there I guess with Palacios. But you know, not much I could do about it. But then, you know, Nasri does get a rebound of his own, so that made it 2-1, and I still had time. It was only the 37th minute, so there's still loads of time in the match for me to come back and get another goal. But Defoe is running through, and he seems to be one of those players, a bit like Cisse, who is like a Bong Lahore and Bent of FIFA 12, where, you know, they're really quick and they're a bit overpowered, and a lot of people seem to use them because they're cheap. It's not great, because, you know, they are overpowered and good. So, you know, I do end up losing my first match 4-1 anyway, which wasn't great. You know, obviously I wanted to win the match, because who honestly enjoys losing? So, you know, I'm still in Division 2 now, I think, because I did get relegated last time, didn't I? So that wasn't great. But anyway, I go straight back into another match against James FC, and this is his team now. So, you know, it's a pretty good team, really. He's got that inform Roos, I think, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. And there's Muller and people like that on his team. So, you know, it was a pretty good team, couldn't argue with that. Nice little hybrid there. It wasn't really that good of a hybrid, because he only had the 3 German players up front and the rest was Premier League, and there was no links between them really. But, you know, he scores quite a good goal there with Roos. I'm gonna give up now. But yeah, that was 1-1 anyway, and then I do manage to lose the ball there, and everything goes a bit wrong for him. Everyone's falling over each other, and Remy ends up with the ball, who just slots it into the goal. A bit of an easy goal for Remy, bit of bad luck for him there, and I think he sent me a message straight after that goal saying, oh my god. But anyway, Benzema gets through and just slips it past the keeper with a little finesse shot to make it 3-1. But he hits it forward, and at this point I was like, oh great, this isn't going to be good, and it wasn't good. Shaqiri gets a goal there, I think. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. And then Remy gets one back at half time anyway. And then that is how the match ends at 4-2. So I do pick up a win with this French team. I do actually like this French team for a change. A lot of the other teams I've used haven't been great for me, but this one I did actually enjoy playing with. I don't know, the flow of the matches and everything just seemed to go in my favour altogether. I mean, that first match just wasn't too lucky for me, I guess, but I did enjoy playing it nevertheless. And yeah, I go into my 3rd match anyway against this guy who has a Syria team, I think. Yes, it is Syria. And yeah, it wasn't really good, to be honest. There's no standout players. So I was expecting the win. He didn't have full chemistry either, only 93. Because 3 of the players were out of formation, I think. So, you know, that put the chemistry down a bit. And yeah, anyway, Benzema did get the first goal there. Benzema's actually a really good player. He is one of the few players on this team who I do, well, actually this whole team has good players in, but Benzema definitely one of the standout ones. He's got good pace and good shooting, and his finesse shots are actually good, unlike a lot of players this game, so that really helps quite a bit. But a bad tackle there, or whatever happened, and Muriel ends up with the goal. Ah, there's Muriel, Courage Cowardly Dogs Grandma again. Back in the back in the episodes. But yeah, again, as I've just said before, Muriel is one of those players that gets used a lot now. But Benzema getting a goal, that was a very awkward angle and everything, but it does manage to go in, and then the opponent left the match at 3-1 in the 17th minute. Wasn't looking good, but that is how this episode is going to end. Anyway, you can see a better look at my team now. There is quite a lot of star players. Loris is surprisingly not that good. So if you're looking for a good Premier League keeper and you wanted Loris just because of his price and rating and everything, he's not the best, so you know, wouldn't waste all your money on him. But anyway, as I said, that is the end of this episode. Like up the video because I told you to, and it really helps me out a lot and everything, and yeah, we'll give you lots of hugs and kisses if you do so. Not in a gay way though, because I don't want to give it in a gay way. Take it instead. But yeah, subscribe if you aren't already, and other than that, I will see you next time.